Hello, in this video we'll set up TensorFlow optimized for Intel architecture. Now we have seen that we have already installed the Intel optimized Python. Now our next step would be installing the TensorFlow. So let's start. We have put in some commands. First we need to check the Conda version. Conda. So we are checking the version of Conda. Okay, it shows that the Anaconda here is 4.3.8. Now the next command that we would be using is to use TensorFlow for the Python, Intel optimized Python 3.5. So let us just start. Conda. Create dash n TensorFlow targeted for Python 3.5. Python equal to 3.5. Now it's fetching the package data or the metadata that's required, and then it would go through steps. Okay, now you see that these are the options that are already being installed. We have, as we are targeting for the Intel architecture for the Python, and this TensorFlow would be optimized for Intel architecture. We have these versions, so we need to click on yes to start with. Okay, so we just click on yes. Okay, now it says that for activating TensorFlow we need to click on source activate TensorFlow. So this is a possible chance of experimentation that we are doing for the first time. What we would do is that we'll first activate the source activate Intel Python. So how do you do that? So we'll click just say source activate the name that we have given Intel Python and enter. Okay, so it says that the Intel optimized Python is already set up. Now we have to activate TensorFlow. Source activate TensorFlow. Okay, so TensorFlow is also activated. Now we have to follow certain steps. Now we have to install uh, the entire TensorFlow package. So let us just start. Conda. Install. Let's see. Conda force TensorFlow. So currently it's fetching the package metadata. It takes some time gathering the information. So it shows that what are the versions that would be installed. First of all, ICCRT on the Intel side. So this TensorFlow that we are installing is particularly for Intel optimized architecture. Just click on yes. We need to click on yes. Now it will again go through steps, and these are fairly long ones. It will take some time. We see that the latest TensorFlow 1.0 that was released three days back is being updated. So we are optimizing Intel architecture, the Python that is being installed, or that's totally based upon the Intel architecture with the TensorFlow. So we are all set with the TensorFlow version. Now the most important thing is that installing the Jupyter notebooks. So let's see how do we do it. So we just use a command called conda install Jupyter. So it would it would take some time because it fetches all the details. So you see that these are the packages that you'd be installing. One key point that you should check is that each and every option you have for your new Python IPython notebook is based upon Intel architecture. So what we have done is that first we have optimized the Python for Intel architecture. So that's why we would be able to install TensorFlow that's based on Intel architecture, and it would work best with the Intel CPUs. So we just click on yes. We are all set with the Jupyter notebook. Now we would just run the Jupyter notebook. So what we would do is that we would just key in Jupyter notebook. So it would open up the Jupyter notebook locally. We are just waiting because it's opening up for the first time. It shows the port where the Jupyter notebook is running. So you see that our TensorFlow is up and running, and we are all set with the Intel architecture, and we can work with the notebooks too. So that was the experiment that I was trying for the first time, and there were a couple of things that went into my head when I was trying it. The most important thing is that first of all you need to install the Anaconda version. Then after installing Anaconda, it's a turn of optimizing the Python for Intel architecture. So we optimized the Python for Intel architecture. Then we activated the Intel channel for with Anaconda. Then after that, uh, within that terminal, when the Intel channel was activated, we installed TensorFlow. With that, what happened is that the TensorFlow, the newest version 1.0 that was installed, was optimized for Intel architecture. Thank you.